everyone, so I'm back with my week 13 of Project Life, and this is part 1, and this is really exciting because we actually went on holiday this week. So we went to Barcelona for 4 nights, and I'm using the Hobbycraft World Travel it's a 6x6 pad. You can see what I'm flicking through it now. It's got papers and it's got cut parts in there, so I'm using that basically for this week, because obviously it matched it quite well. It matched the sort of photo colours as well. So really exciting. So the top left will be my title card, so I do that last. So I'm just trying to find some paper to put on the back of my photos, but I've decided that it just seemed like a bit of a waste of the paper, because the paper is such a nice colour and such nice printed, like you just can't see it behind the photos, and I have quite a few 6x4 photos for this layout, so I decided that I don't want to use that paper from the paper pad for the backing of my photos because it just seemed a bit of a waste. So instead I go into my stash and I come back with this gold A4 paper, which obviously is much cheaper. It just came in a pack from Hobbycraft, and because some of the bits from the paper pad, like I can't think what they call it, it had like the gold yellow sort of writing on there, and I just thought the gold would look quite nice, and I do have some gold washi tape as well that I'm using, so I just thought that's quite cool to use some gold for the background. However, the only bad thing is that nothing really sticks to this glittery paper very well. Like even now, things are sort of sliding off it. I don't know why, that it just doesn't like to sit on that paper, but it's fine because they're in sleeves, so it's not going to get damaged. So yeah, so I just back my photo on that, and the first photo that's going on is just a picture of the Park Güell, which is the Gaudi Park in Barcelona, and obviously it's quite a famous sort of view. It looks like little gingerbread houses, and they're just so cute. So we pretty much did everything in Barcelona that we could do over the 4 days that we were there, and we had such a good time. Obviously I will be doing a travel album, so I don't go into much detail in this page. This is literally just an overview of that week. So, you know, I've got 5 photos compared to the 150 that I took in those days. So a travel album will be coming shortly. Just have to bear with me because I'm quite far behind on other bits. So I'm going as fast as I possibly can, because I actually have other holidays booked as well. So I want to try and catch up as much as I can. But yeah, so in this world travel pad, it had a little sticker, a little word sticker book part thing that I'm trying to say, like a sheet full of like names of destinations and stuff, and it had Barcelona, so I literally just stuck the Barcelona one at the top of that in the sky, and I just thought I love that way that it looks. Basically it's just very simple. And then the photo that's going to go underneath the title card is going to be of when we went to the famous market. It's absolutely huge. It's the Boqueria. Yeah, the Boqueria market. It's just got everything there. It's got pastries, it's got fruit and veg, it's got chocolates, it's got sweets, it's got meats and fish, and everything you possibly could want, you can get in that market, whether you want it for lunch, breakfast, anything. And I just loved all the fruits all piled up on each other. So I took a picture of that, and, you know, it's quite a big thing of Barcelona, this. So I tried to get the most famous things on this layout, just because it's an overview of the week and such. So yeah, so I found a really cute sticker from the book, and it's just a little camera, and then I obviously put some washi tape underneath that. It's just a gold thin washi tape. It's quite psychedelic though. You can see the colours in it when it shines. And it's just, as I said, a little round camera sticker, and then I do come back to it, but I do have another one of those Barcelona cutouts, so I actually put that in the corner of it as well, but I don't think about that until later on. So then the photo, I'm trying to think what one I do next. The photo that's on the page now actually goes at the bottom. I might even do that one now actually. Picture of me and Joe. We were just in one of the pretty little squares at night. We just had a drink. Joe had a beer and I had a really nice lemonade. We were just sat outside in this really, really nice square down off, like in the Gothic quarter by Les Ramblas, basically. So really central, but I can't exactly remember the name of the square. It's very famous and there's lots of people there and it's very pretty. So yeah, so we stopped to have a drink. So I just thought it'd be nice to have a picture of me and Joe together, you know, as part of the week as well. So I put some washi tape at the bottom, and then they had another little cute little cut parts that had like words or like phrases, and this one had best moment. So I cut that out. Well, pushed it out because it's all perforated. And then I actually incorporate some of my wood pieces, because I've got a load of little wood pieces, but I haven't managed to sort of use them. But I knew I had some travel themed ones, which they're all in there. So I pulled out a camera one, and I'm thinking about using a world one and a little plain one as well. So I'm just sort of flicking through them to see what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to put one on that picture of me and Joe. There's a geotag there, and I didn't know whether to use it or put it there. Joe actually comes along in a minute. I don't know if you can see his hand, but he actually puts it down where underneath me, and I just really like the way it looks. So you know, that was his little way of helping me, I guess. So yeah, so I used the sticker instead of the geotag. I really like that geotag though. I don't remember where I got those from. These ones are the travel ones, the planes and the world and the camera. They definitely came from Hobbycraft. So yeah, and I'm just finally get to use some of them. So yeah, so I stick that little camera underneath me. I did wonder whether I should have put that geotag at the top there, and now I'm just looking to see whether I can put some other ones around, but I do use them just on the ones, the bits coming up, rather than what's already down. So I'm just sticking that down. Then the photo that's going to be next to the market fruit is just 2 3x4 photos that came from the week, and one of them is from the Sagrada Familia, which is obviously the most famous church, and then one of the Casa Batlló, which is another famous Gaudi building. So normally on my Canon selfie they print like this and I cut them out, but I decided just to skim it at the top and the bottom and just keep the middle bit connected. I don't know why, I just quite like the white line between them. So this is when I punch out, so you can see all the names of the destinations. There's some random ones on there, there's just countries, there's cities, there's all sorts. So I punch out the Barcelona ones because I do want to use up those on this page, because I probably won't go back to Barcelona. Once I've been somewhere, I do tend to try and go somewhere else, so I try and use up as much as like destination specific things all at once. So I'm just going to make the card at the bottom my journaling card. So I use that paper that I cut out originally, which has got a load of stamps on it. I use that as the background, and then I have in the book they have like a little journaling bit that you can punch out different little journaling squares. So I use the one that says travel log, and then another little die cut. I'm going to call them die cuts because I don't really know what else to call them, and it just says travel is good for the soul, and I just stick one of the little Barcelona cut parts out as well underneath there. So I'm just putting some washi tape at the bottom, just some of the gold washi tape, just to border it. And that's all I do. I do actually stick the world wood veneer, that's what they're called, wood veneers at the top of the travel log little cutout, just because I thought it looked really cute. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put it. I was going to put it there, and then I decided there, then I thought, no, I don't like it. So I actually do settle on the corner, but then I'm like, and I end up sticking it in the top corner. But I quite like it anyway. It's, you know, it looks really good on the page. And there's 3 on each page, so there's 3 on this page and there's 3 on part 2 as well. So it's a nice sort of like rule of 3. So yeah, so that's where I'm going to put some journaling. I just put on the journaling, we went to Barcelona for 5 days. It was so good. We did so much walking, and saw everything. We loved it. So yeah, we really did love it. And as I said, the travel album will be coming shortly. So just on the photos of the Sagrada Familia and the Casa Batlló is all I'm going to do is find some nice paper to back it on, and it was like a mint greeny grey zigzag one, and I just put some washi tape at the top of the photo alongside a little cut apart that said must see, and then a little circle one that says just go, and I put the just go down by me just by the Sagrada Familia. And yeah, one of my favourite things about this is actually the title card. I really, really like how this page come together. It's actually one of my favourites that I've done, even though I didn't really use that much. Maybe it's because it's travel related. I always love travel related things. But it just came together really nicely. I just seem to have the right sort of things, you know, really nice paper, really nice cut parts, the wood veneer, I like that. And I like the destination specific sort of stickers and stuff. So yeah, I found it a lot of fun to do this layout. And it's really nice to actually use this up. I bought this last year and I didn't know when I was going to use it. Obviously there's loads in here. I don't know, you know, I've still got a way to go to finally use it all up. But it's quite a unique sort of one because the colours are quite sort of muted. A lot of travel related things you get a little bright summer colours, but this one's quite muted, which I thought was quite nice. And it suited this week because it's been a little bit of rain. It wasn't like really rainy, but obviously you can see from the clouds and stuff it was a little bit cloudy. It wasn't cold, definitely not as cold as England, but it was just a little bit rainy, but it was fine. We don't care about the weather really. We'll still go out rain or shine sort of thing, you know. We're that phased. So yeah, so for my title card I pull out this really nice plain paper, and it's just like a grey cloudy sky with a load of planes, and I just really like it. I thought it was really cool, and it's really simple, this title card, because all I do, that's where I put that Barcelona next to that, all I do is just use some block black letters for the week, and then I think they came from the range actually, and then I use these alphas that I've had for a while. They're like scribbled black pen alphas, and I really like them. I use them for the 13 for the week number, and then I thought I was going to put the plane at the end of the week, like the week 13, and have the plane next to that, but I actually like what I do with it. I actually put it underneath the week 13, and then I put the dates either side of the plane, so it's like from that date to that date. So I thought that was quite clever. I was quite impressed with myself when I did that. So yeah, so I'm just using these because I didn't have any black numbers, but I quite like, I could have made the whole, you know, week in those alphas as well, but I just like the block black as well. So yeah, so this is where I put the plane in the middle, and then I stamp either side. So this is obviously from 27th of March to the 2nd of April. So yeah, we actually went on Sunday and we came back Thursday. So we're pretty much gone for the whole week. But we didn't leave until late on the Sunday. Our flight was at like 7 o'clock in the evening sort of thing, so we didn't get there till late. And then we came back Thursday with a lot of delays. Manchester Airport is suffering a lot of delays at the moment. We actually got delayed an hour going out. It took us an hour and a half to get through security, and then coming back it took us, we had a 2.5 hour flight delay, and it took us another 2 hours to get through security and get on a train and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, a lot of delays, but the actual holiday was lovely. You know, COVID restrictions and stuff are really calmed down a lot now, so we didn't have to do anything going, we didn't have to do anything coming back, so yeah, that was good. So I actually print the date not very well the first time, so you can see me print it twice, and I do manage to line it up. You can ever so slightly see that I've messed up, but it's fine. And then just to the 2nd of April. So I'm really happy with the way it came out, and I'm really excited for this week. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back with part 2 shortly. Thank you. Bye.